The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at IcYy Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Here's Rodgers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Slot man moves right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On second down, it's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if you can keep the magic going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Niners hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On play action, Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And some room to work. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. Cleaned it out left to Dobbs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, another shot for Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He finds Watson complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second down, back to Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go. Rank 38.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
A give running left. It's Sanders down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw with Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The Lance going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 52. Strike it. 59.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. No, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find... a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Mitchell will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Sanders will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance
sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Ready?
Now a give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Lance.
Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Lance now on first down.
That's Isabella open on the right side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Now Lance.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A throw over the middle taken in.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Matt Amendola now for the extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Here we go, set. 32.
Coming to you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
They'll run with Davis Price.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Ty Davis Price, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. One final try now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they